Hi, I'm Pastor Sami and I'm so glad that you're here for Treasure Tuesday. Today I want to share something special that God does for us. This comes from the book of 1 Samuel, and it's the story about how God sent Samuel to find the next king of Israel. Now Samuel showed up at Jesse's house, and he was there to find the next king of Israel, and he saw the first son, Eliab, and he was so impressed by how tall and handsome he was, and he thought, wow, this man will be our next king, no doubt. But that is not what God had in mind. The Lord said to Samuel, "Do not consider how tall or handsome he is. I have not chosen him." The Lord does not look at the things people look at. People look at the outside of a person, but the Lord looks at what is in the heart. I think that it's an amazing gift what God does for us. God doesn't just look at the outside or what is already finished or what we already know about ourselves or the gifts that we already know. God looks at our heart, who God made us to be, who we are becoming, not just what is finished, but our growing edges. It's an amazing thing. So I want to share something with you today that I think demonstrates how God draws something out that we don't see on the surface. I have everything that you need to do it in my bag of treasures here. First, I have 2 coffee filters, 2 glasses of water. I picked these shorter ones, a black marker, a pipe cleaner, and a bottle of some water. The first thing you're going to do is take your coffee filter, and about the place where the ridges and the solid part meet, you're going to draw a big circle. And I'm going to go over it several times to really make sure that the color saturates all the way through. I'm going to take the other one and do the very same thing. I left a ring on my table that I'm going to have to clean. So if you do this at home, you could be smarter than me and you could put a piece of newspaper or something underneath to protect your table. It's washable marker. You need to use washable marker, not permanent. So thankfully it will come up. So then you take your coffee filter. Now this is a bit of a persnickety part. You just kind of have to fiddle with it a little bit, but I'm going to fold it one way and fold it this way. And what I found really helps is if you actually kind of fold in the edges like this, but you end up with a point at the end. I'm going to crease this a little bit here. I'm making 2 because they turn out differently each time, and I'm just curious to see the different ways that it comes out. But you can do 1. You can do other colors. It's just that black is the most dynamic. So that's the one that I want you to be able to see as well. So again, fold it so that there's a point. Also, I'm making 2 because it doesn't always go right the first time, so I wanted a backup. Now, again, this is a little bit just trial and error, but I'm going to pour some water into my glasses. It's better to have not enough and then to add some than to have too much. What you want is for just the point. Not the actual part that you colored in, but just the point of it to rest in the water. So there's 1. Hopefully that's enough to get it started, and Need a little more space. Another. Okay, I'm gonna let those go and I will be right back when it's finished. Okay, so I let those go for about 10 minutes and I want to show you really what happened. You got to see part of it in the glass and now I want to show you. So what I expected to happen was that the black would move from the center towards the edges, you know, kind of like our rainbow from one of my first videos. But what it does is something like really cool. You got to see part of it, but now opened up. Do you see this? We started out with a black ring, and this is not a black ring anymore. This ring actually reveals that the black is made up of blue and red or pink. It looks brown in the video, but it looks more red or pink or purple to me right here. It's got some brown, all different colors. And the one that didn't turn out exactly how I expected actually revealed something else. You might have noticed that one of them sunk down into the water and some of the color got into it, but then you could see that there was like a stream of green blue that came out of it. It's amazing. I never would have expected that that black ring was actually made up of all these different colors. Now I think that maybe when I made this video, I was rushing through it a little bit and I didn't saturate the ring as much as I should have. So if you're gonna repeat it, maybe go around and around and around more times than I did, because earlier I made this one and let it dry and it really did make it more to the edges. And I think you can see even more of the different colors that that black color, that black marker is made up of, and all the different colors that came out when I put it in water. Now you could just finish here and that's just fine. But what I want to do is take it just one step further. So I'm going to take my coffee filter, and you could accordion fold it, or you can just kind of swoosh it in the middle, pinch it, swish it in the middle, like this, and maybe twist it. And then take your pipe cleaner. I didn't forget about the pipe cleaner. And twist it at the bottom, twist it at the top. And then I think that maybe you could make, you know, I was thinking a butterfly. You know what? This is all about the unexpected. So now it's a dragonfly. Twist at the bottom, twist at the top. And what you have made a little blessing. And you could do this, you don't have to do with black. You could, like I said, you could do with all different colors. I made one with green, and it definitely pulls out like the green and the blue, and if you look closely, also the yellow that's in it that makes it up. You can make this into a science experiment by taking lots of different colors, labeling them ahead of time, taking a guess about what you think that you're going to see, and then just trying it out. It takes a little bit of patience, but they are all beautiful. Well, thank you for joining me for this Treasure Tuesday. I hope that you have a wonderful week, that you will subscribe to our channel, follow us on Facebook, and most of all, that you'll join us again tomorrow for Creative Wednesday with Pastor Betsy.